Good afternoon, guys. My name is Abby, and today I will be explaining the tarot reading that I did yesterday. So, unfortunately, I was not able to make a video yesterday. A lot was happening. I actually went out to Great Falls with my boyfriend, which was really fun. And then we went out to lunch at Tyson's Corner. So, I pulled the cards yesterday. It was interesting because the same card has popped up for the past probably 2 weeks, I think, 3 weeks maybe? I honestly don't remember. The same card has popped up, which is interesting. The sun is in Leo right now, and Leo does, have a lot of very similar things happening during this season. So, it makes sense. I'm a little worried because the card won't go away, and I'm kind of like, okay, I need to can I calm down for a second? But anyway, let's get into it. So I did the Work Friendly Love spread. It's the same spread I'm doing for all of these weekly readings. So the work card was the Eight of Wands. As you may know from my previous weekly reading videos, I'm pretty sure that one came up last week as well. It signifies movement, swift change. So swift change, as I said before, promotion, new business endeavor, maybe a business trip, something like that. The sun is in Leo, so it makes sense from the card to keep popping up and, warning me about movement. But you just need to be prepared for a very busy and energetic time in your workplace. That's really all it's saying. So, just keep that in the back of your head this week as well. So for family, it was the Six of Swords. So that card represented home at last and travel. It indicates a recovery from difficult times. Maybe you're still feeling the effects of, the Mercury retrograde or Cancer season. This is a good time to continue your recovery or even ramp it up. You may feel obligated to validate the growth you went through during Cancer season and throughout your life. I know I personally have been feeling like that. And it's really good to sit down and realize, wow, look how far I've come as a human being in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The amount of change that I have gone through as a human being in 3 months is insane. There are people who I consider my best friends now who I met in February of this year. And I've known them probably the shortest amount of time than anybody else that is in my friend group. And I consider them some of my best friends. I would tell these girls anything. No cap. I literally tell them everything about my life. Especially my friends from home. I've really been reconnecting with them. And it's freaking awesome because, I have a really good friend from home. She and we haven't really, been able to have our schedules work. Last year, we coached together on the same team, which was really fun. But this year, it just didn't work out because she was doing some stuff up at her college for the first half of the summer. I switched teams, so I wasn't able to see her very much. I have hung out with her more this summer than any summer previously. And we did swim together as well in age group. This is a time where, I've noticed that I'm starting to really develop a lot of my friendships and grow in them as well. And it's really cool to notice that, there are people that I didn't used to talk to and now I do. And it's holy crap, they're feeling the exact same way that I am. Why didn't I talk to you earlier? And I mean, there's always a reason for that. But it's just really cool to, realize how much you've grown with your new friends, but also see how much your old friends have grown with you as well. So, validate your growth. It's awesome that you have started becoming this amazing person and this better person than you were in middle school or high school or whatever. There's also an emphasis on revitalization. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Apologies. So this is a time for recovery or whatever. This is also a time that a lot of families go on vacation. So this is a time for a reset before the new school year starts. For us college kids, I know that, a lot of us are either going to be going on vacation or prepping to come back. This is a good time to start setting some goals for this year. You should plan a trip or get out of town for the weekend even. This weekend I'm going to a meet. Unfortunately, it's not a vacation or anything, but it is my last meet of my age group career. Well, not age group career, year-round career is what I should say. And that'll be really fun, and that'll also give me a little bit of a reset because when I come back, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be just a college swimmer, and then I'll be nothing until I get a job. This is a really good time for, a vacation or a weekend trip or something like that. This is also the end of summer swimming. My summer swimming banquet was this past Saturday. This is also the end of most sports, I feel, until school starts. I know there are colleges who go to preseason really early, sometimes in like mid-July or whatever, but I know I move in late August. My sister moves in a week before I do. Both of us aren't really doing anything until we go back to school. Like everything's kind of like wrapping up for the summer before we start getting into the fall sessions. So this is kind of like a home at last feeling. You're like, you can just relax and move on to the next section of your life, which is going to be back to school. So this is a good time for you to hang out with your family before you go back, reset with them, go on a little vacation, a little weekend trip, maybe like a hiking trip, camping trip, something like that. Just like, you know, resetting everything, cleansing yourself, making sure you're ready for the next school year. So the love card, this is actually a really, really good card for right now, especially because a lot of summer love relationships are probably going to end by the time you go back to school. The card has a lion on it, and the lion is holding a rose in its mouth. It's obviously the lion, this is a very fitting card for Leo season. It's an emphasis on courage, but it suggests a deeper force of courage than what's on the surface. So it represents our most patient and composed self, and you are in need of harnessing this power for yourself. So you need to start harnessing your own compassion, you know, putting your self-control to the test. And all of the courage you need can be found in your heart. You need to be brave with your love life right now. You know what you deserve. You need to be brave. You need to stand up for yourself. You know, if you are already in a relationship or a marriage or an engagement or whatever, you need to start telling, if they don't know what you enjoy, which if you're married, they probably do, you need to start communicating, you know, maybe little things that are starting to go a little awry. So just stand up for yourself, make your needs known, but don't do it for shock factor. You need to put yourself out there. If you're already taken, try and give a little more of yourself to your significant other. If you want to date, now might be a good time to pluck up the courage to ask them out. If you haven't met anyone, this is a really good time to start looking around. So this is a few weeks till everyone moves back in, so it's a good time to start talking to people who go to your school, planning days to meet up before the school starts. And this is also a good time to meet new classmates in general. So that's the spread for this week. I actually made a cosmic events video as well for this week. It is 17 minutes long. So I'll probably post that on Wednesday. And it's great because I just filmed it right before I filmed this video because I was planning on putting them together, but it's a little too long for that. There are some cool events happening this week. There's a new moon in Leo, which I will get into in the video. I'll try and post it, maybe I'll post it Tuesday so you can get ready for the new moon on Wednesday. I get into a little bit of that, and I feel like that might be a good midweek video as well. I'm not totally sure. But obviously, you know, Leo season ends August 20th, 21st, so I'll probably make a Virgo season video right before that starts because Virgo season is interesting, let me tell you. Yeah, so this week there'll be a cosmic events video on either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when I post it and when I have time. Actually, I'm flying out Wednesday, so I might post it Tuesday night. Yeah, that was the weekly reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I am still doing tips and donations in my description. I'm still doing birth chart analysis and tarot card readings, personal readings. Just hit me up at my business email, hit me up on Twitter, whatever, if you want some of that. And I think that's everything. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys this week.